What's up? What's up? What's happening? Happy Valentine's Day if you fucking celebrate that shit. For me, it was leg day. So happy fucking leg day to you, gym rats out there, you unexterminatable gym rats. Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. Today, I'm going to hurt some feelings unintentionally. But because this needs to be said, I'm going to say it. And I really don't give a fuck about the repercussions because it's going to help you. All right. It's legit going to fucking help you. I want to talk about why you think your life sucks. So the title is This is Why Your Life Sucks. And if you click this, you probably already think your life sucks. So I'm going to tell you why your life doesn't suck, why you think it sucks based off of my experience. And I'm also going to give you some quick tips on how to actually get out of that fucking mold that you're in mentally so that you can physically start to like actually value and respect your life and how, look forward to it. Like how many of you guys and girls actually like look forward to waking up in the morning? Most of you people just want to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not teasing or anything, but I'm saying it's because what better thing do you have to do? Right? Like you don't feel like you want to get up and actually start your day because you don't actually fucking like your life, right? And it's a subconscious thing, but it's true. All right. So in today's podcast episode, we're gonna break it down. All right. So let me know how your guys' your guys' days going today. Before we dive into the episode, I'm gonna wait for y'all to join, so we can chat a little bit before we put this on, and of course start recording the live stream. So you already know, if you don't already know, when the podcast is recording, I don't talk to anybody until the podcast is done recording. So if you want to ask questions and talk before the podcast airs, this is your chance. All right. So I'm just inviting some people there on TikTok, send some invites out, getting some invites. What's up, Alicia? Getting some invites over here on Facebook. All right. And then after we get some invites over here on Facebook, we're going to move forward with Instagram for the last invite swarm thing, whatever you want to fucking call it. And then after that, we will dive into the podcast for like a quick 10 minutes. As usual, I try to keep it around 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes for the listeners. You know what's up. You know it's good. Says you're hilarious. Thanks for the laughs. You know it's good. Yeah, today we got a little bit of extra cleavage action because I'm just fucking feeling like it. I feel like a meathead today. It's a meathead Monday, bro. Don't know what to tell you. Fuck. Sean, what's good? What's happening, people? All right, so I'm going to send my last few invites over here on Instagram. And then we will hit the streets. We will hit the streets with the podcast and get this shit rolling. Yes, yes, yes. All right, folks. Invite, boom, boom. Okay, done. Sweet. Okay, cool. Right, now we're ready. Okay, so if you have anything you'd like to talk about, bring it up now as I sip a fucking water. It's pink. Don't judge me. I'm not an alphabet person. I just drink fucking EAAs. All right, so I guess nobody got questions. Okay, so with that said, we are going to dive into the podcast. 1 second. Just gonna get everything set up. Everything's good. All right, sweet. We're gonna dive into the podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It is your host, IFBB Pro Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. Today, we'll be talking about why your life sucks. But before we dive in, I want to let you know, you're welcome to join the Meathead Monsters Club. It's a free Facebook community to meet other meatheads online. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me, or if you'd like to tune into the live recording to see exclusive behind the scenes footage of the podcast, you can search for Matt Butale on Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. All right. Also, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, see some extra meathead content, Matt Butale, you can search that on YouTube too. All right. Okay. So it's time to embrace your inner meathead. Let's dive in to the meat and potatoes, bruh. All right. So today we're going to be talking about why your life sucks. Why your life sucks. And this one, it just sounds offensive off the bat. But I promise you, if you click this episode, it's because you think your life sucks. I'm not here to convince you that it does. I'm not here to convince you that it doesn't. But what I am here to do is give you my experience based off of me having that perception of my life actually sucking, and how I got out of that and how much better my life is, because I got out of that mental frame. And again, that's just a little bit of a nugget here. Most of it is mental. Okay, it's a mental frame. If you have the luxury of having the Wi-Fi or the data to listen to me on a podcast right now, you're blessed. Your life doesn't actually suck. I mean, in your perception, it does. In your perspective, it does. But in reality, if in the grand scheme of things, you're actually on the we'll say you're the higher percentage of people that actually are lucky enough to have like, clean running water, to have fucking internet, data, things of that sort. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the things that your parents tell you. You know, be grateful for the shit you have, because let's be honest, that doesn't actually make you like get out of that perspective, right? But I just have to bring that into reality because it is a reality, all right? Or bring that to discussion because it is a reality, all right? So I'm gonna basically run through some things here that I went through and ask you if you relate to them. All right. So if this applies to you, let me know. All right. So if you wake up every single day, like without fail, and you feel anxious or constantly worried about small things, big things, things that probably won't even matter in like an hour, like let me know. All right. If that's you, just silently nod your head. If you're listening to the audio recording, and if you're watching the live stream, just drop a fire comment down below. All right. If you're always, every single time something bad happens, you're like, fuck, why me? Like, why is this always happening to me? Like, this shouldn't be happening to me, or this is unfair. If that's your behavior towards pretty much anything negative that happens, let me know. Silently nod your head. All right. Like, how many of you have ever felt like your life just sucks, that you're just fucking unlucky, that your cousin is so blessed to get this, your brother is so lucky to get that, and like you're just fucked up in this stuck situation that sucks? If you can relate to that, let me know. Okay, because I'm here to tell you that your life actually doesn't suck. Your behavior does. Okay, so earlier we did talk about, you know, the old, you know, how like if you were born at least between the 80s and 90s, your parents are always going to tell you, you know, be grateful for the shit that you have, be grateful for this, be grateful for that. And that matters. Like that really does matter. We're going to get into it in a little bit, but like I'm also going to tell you, thinking aside from that, why you think everything sucks is because your behavior sucks. Your behavior just sucks, and there's no going around it. Like anything positive that could happen to you, you're always looking for the negative side. Okay, even though there's nothing really negative to look at, you're gonna find it. Like that. Those are the type of people that think their life sucks. Okay, those are the people that think that their life sucks. They look at the cup as half empty, never half full. Even though good things are happening. So when the good things are happening, they don't appreciate it. They only look for the bad things. So when the bad things happen, it's just fucking magnified. Okay, your life doesn't suck. Your behavior sucks. You need to learn how to get yourself out of that perspective mentally, of stop like just like literally to stop complaining, to stop blaming, to stop arguing, and to start taking responsibility so selflessly, even if it's not even your fault, like you just decide to take responsibility. You'd be surprised over the amount of control that you actually have in your life. Okay, so I'm also here to tell you that your perspective is why you're in so much fucking pain. As I said, you could literally, if you have the ability to practice gratitude, which we're going to be talking about at the end, on a consistent basis, it becomes easy to be grateful for the food that you have on your table. It becomes easy to be grateful for the water that you have access to. It becomes easy to be grateful for the internet that you have, for the Xbox, the PlayStation, the friends, the social media, anything. Like just the simplest of things becomes so fucking amazing when you're able to be grateful for the simple fucking things, which ties into your behavior. You're already not grateful for the simple things. You're not grateful that your family's alive. You're not grateful that you're alive, right? And we're definitely going to be talking about these things later on because they do help with getting yourself out of that perspective, out of that negative Nancy mindset, which I, again, personally did have, which is why I'm sharing this with you. Again, this is all we can say anecdotal. This is based off of my experience, but I can share this with you, and I will share this with you because not only has this worked for me, this has worked for some of my best clients. Okay, I'm like I was there too. Like there's no going up around. I can't beat around the bush and tell you I'm fucking perfect. Like I was literally there too, which is why I kind of just really feel comfortable talking about this. But I'm also gonna tell you what helped me make the shift from fucking dreading my life every single day, literally waking up to get high and then fucking dozing off several times throughout the day, not really doing shit, to happily waking up at 4:30 a.m. because I do not want to miss a single fucking minute of my life now. Like I genuinely in my sleep, if I notice I'm waking up and then the time is close to the alarm, I'll just fucking get up because I just want to be there, not because I just want to beat the sun and get my day started, like that too. Like you got to hustle, right? But like I'm genuinely excited to go to the gym. I'm genuinely excited to eat my next meal. I am genuinely excited to drink my next liter because I'm fucking grateful for it. I'm grateful that I have all that small little simple shit. And when all those small little things make you fucking happy, the mediocre things will send you over the moon. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when the great things happen, that's when you thought, again, you thought you were a tough person. You don't cry when good things happen, but that's when you cry when good things happen because you're so grateful for all the small things that when the great things happen, it's just a dream come true. All right. I was there too. All right. So don't worry. Don't worry. All right. I don't want to miss a minute of my life now, but that doesn't change the fact that in the past, I was willing to miss days and weeks just shutting my eyes, laying in bed, high as fuck. Okay, so put that into perspective. If that sounds like you, listen, like just turn up the fucking volume. Like listen deep to this. All right. If you can relate to this in any way, hang in there. I'm going to give you some help because this one's for you. All right. So now I'm going to give you some actionable value. I'm going to give you some tips that help me and some of my best clients and some of my peers too, my friends and family, break out of this sort of mindset of being like a negative Nancy, like always fucking looking at the cup as half full, as a pessimist, and never half or sorry, half empty as a pessimist and never half full as an optimist. Right? Not telling you that you need to be an optimist, but like it really does help to be grateful for the small shit because life is just a bitch. Like no matter what, no matter how I word it, like my mentor put it into like a really good analogy. He says, so think of an escalator. At the top of the escalator is, we'll say, fulfillment, like life satisfaction or like happiness, whatever you want to achieve in your life. Like that's at the end of the escalator, and you can walk at a steady pace, right? And you'll remain in the same place on that escalator. You won't actually excel because you're just breaking even with, we'll say, the speed of life, right? But in order to actually get to that level, you have to run 2 times as fast just to be going normally or normal speed up that escalator so you can actually get to where you need to go and, you know, acquire the fulfillment that you want to in your life, right? But the moment that you stand there, you stop just to take a break. Like I understand you're tired, you're human, but just to take a break, you go backwards on that escalator. That's life. Life's a bitch. It's unfair. It's kind of broken if you ask me. It's a fucked up system, right? But that's how it is. So if you're not actively doing things to increase the speed that you can run on that escalator, just for the sake of this metaphor, then you're fucked. You're actually fucked because you have to do that physically and mentally. You got to take care of your physical body and your mental state of mind. Okay, so I'm going to give you some valuable tips, and I promise you, it's not going to be easy to apply these things. But if you do, you will actually be grateful for the small things, which will in turn allow you to experience life in a way better like perspective. Like if you're grateful for the water that you drink, imagine if someone like just surprised you with a gift. Like I'm saying, truly grateful. Like you look at that water and you like, as you're pouring it, you're just smiling. That's me. I'm gonna be honest. That's me. You know what? Because I drink like fucking 4 or 5 liters, 6 liters some days of water a day. And I'm just grateful that it's all clean. That because I've got relatives back home in Congo, like they'll get sick if they try to drink the amount of water that I drank. Not because it's a lot of water volume, well that too, but because of the quality of the water, man. And I'm so grateful that that's not a problem for me. But anyway, so I'm going to dive into these valuable tips. And again, I'm giving you actionable value. It's your fucking responsibility to take action. There's no point of listening to this and getting, in that state of mind where, yeah, fuck, my life does suck. Let me listen to this guy and make my life better. And then you don't do anything about it. If that's you, if that's the type of person you are, and you know you're not going to commit to what I'm actually going to say, tune out of the podcast right now. I swear to God, because this will not help you if you're not going to fucking implement it. All right. As I said, I'm going to keep it a stack. Okay. So the first thing is, and this is very simple, but very fucking tedious. It's like monotonous. It's fucking annoying for most people that have to start doing this. All right. So the first thing is, it's called make your bed. Okay. And I'm not going to dive into the whole entire quote that was dropped by Jordan Peterson, if you know who Jordan Peterson is, but it's called, the way I like to summarize it when I think of it, when I remember it, it's called make your bed, make your future. Okay, having a small habit that forces order every single day is the first step. If you can commit to making your bed every single morning, you have a head start against 50% of people. I'm going to repeat that again for you guys and girls. Having a small habit that forces order every day is the first step. If you commit to making your bed every single fucking morning, you have a head start against 50% of the people. So, what the fuck does that mean? That means this: if you can do one thing consistently each and every single day that's going to benefit you, fuck. If it's not making your bed, it's drinking a liter of water or 2 liters of water. If it's not doing that, then it's going to the gym. If you're able to do one thing consistently each and every single day that is guaranteed to benefit you in the future, you're already fucking halfway there. And the reason why I say make your bed is because not only because it just hits me so hard when Jordan Peterson says it, like I really do recommend you guys and girls go check him out. specifically on the make your bed statement. He makes a lot of motivational videos too, but I believe he's a clinical psychologist and used to work for the UFT. But anyway, so it's the first thing you can do that requires the least amount of setup in your day. You wake up, your bed's messy because you're just in it. Make it before. This is what I literally do, and I can do this with my eyes closed, and I do it with my eyes closed in the morning, which is why I'm fucking telling you. Before my feet touch the bed, or sorry, before my feet touch the floor, my bed is made. So I literally make my bed while I'm in it, slide out of it, and then when my feet hit the ground, I'm just like finishing up making my bed. I'm just like pulling that, pulling this, done. Bed's made. Task number one, before I was even awake for 30 seconds, my bed is made. Okay. And having that sense of accomplishment, that small habit that forces order, okay, forces conduct every single day, makes it easier for me to, follow up with another small task and another small task and another small task. And then inevitably it compounds and you're just more comfortable with being able to apply yourself and, fully like just take control of whatever small thing that is in front of you. And like if you got these four corners, these four walls, that is your room, this is your space, like your only real space in the universe, or even like your whole entire house will say. I mean, I'm not gonna expect you to wake up at 4 in the morning and clean your house, but just for the sake of metaphor, you have your room, okay? And if your room is just like it looks like chaos, chances are your mindset reflects that. And if your mindset reflects chaos, good luck being grateful for anything. And if you can't be grateful for anything, like the simplest of things, life's just gonna look like shit to you anyway. Because as I said, life's a bitch. It's just unfair. The system is hacked, it's broken, it's rigged, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it other than sit down and take the fucking beating or keep pace. Or if you're like the 1%, actually beat the race. Okay. So that's one thing. The first thing is to make your fucking bed. A small habit that you can do requires very little setup. If you can make your bed every single day, you're already fucking halfway there. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Nod your head silently if you're listening to the podcast, and that makes sense. All right. So the second thing is smell the fucking coffee. I got a question for you guys and girls. Would you drink burnt coffee every day if you knew it was burnt? No. The same thing applies to your lifestyle choices. If you're waking up, first thing you do when you wake up is scroll on social media. You get high like you do your wake and bake, or you're drunk before fucking 12 p.m. Like you're literally drinking before the afternoon starts. You know why your life sucks and you're not smelling the coffee. And that's your decision. You're choosing not to smell the coffee and look at why your life sucks, or at least reflect on those habits that you have that are making your life fucking suck. Okay, it's time to make a new batch of coffee, get new fucking habits, and pour yourself a warm, fresh cup of successful routines. Okay, the first thing that requires little to no setup, making your bed in the morning. But once you get used to that and you can do that for 90 days, start journaling, start reading, start listening to motivational or educational podcasts or videos first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, like program your mind for this shit because the first things you see when you wake up pretty much set the tone for the rest of your day. The first things that you do when you wake up set the tone for the rest of your day. If you wake up and you're already starting to put things in order and organize things, your day is likely going to be more organized. And if you wake up and you're listening to motivational things, doing things educational, at least for the first hour, like just spending 10 minutes of doing something productive, believe me, the rest of your day is going to be productive and far more productive than if you were not to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Program your brain right at the start of the day. That's the second thing. You've got to program your brain right at the start of the day. All right. So, lastly, guys and girls, reflect on the day that you've had. Okay. Like, let's say, like, you've tried these things out for 90 days. Okay. And you're slowly starting to feel better, or you're not feeling as good and it's not helping you as much as you thought it would. The last thing I want you to do, and this is like something you should get in the habit of doing at the end of every single day, just as you do in the start of the day, you have a habit to start your day, you should have a habit to end your day. And this is called reflecting on the day you've had. Reflect on your habits every day. Was there more you could have done? Did you feel like you were as productive as you could have been? What would you have changed about the day or the time that you spent in your day based on how you feel at the end of the day? Then slowly implement things that will help you feel better, more productive, and just again, more valuable on a daily basis. Does that make sense? If you can do that, believe me when I tell you, like it's gonna take a while and it's gonna be annoying and it's gonna piss you off and you're gonna fuck up sometimes. But I promise you, if you can slowly implement these things before you know it, your life will become that dream. I was literally waking up. I'm telling you, this is true. High out of my mind. We'd be wake and bake every single day. Didn't care about shit. Sometimes I'd be drunk before noon, right? And the idea, the possibility of even me having an online coaching business that is on track to making six figures in a year would just not have made sense to me back then. If you told me that I would have earned my IFBB Pro card at 23 when I was going through that at that time, I just wouldn't have fucking believed you. Why? Because I thought my life sucked. And I did things that made me think my life was always in that fucking shithole. Like I did things that constantly kept me in a position where I believed truly that my life sucked. And until I change those small things with like literal, it's just fucking just the tiny things, like just the small habits, like keep making your bed every fucking morning. Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Boom. Now you realize, okay, well, I want to do something else in the morning too. I got a little book. I only read 5 minutes. It's nothing dramatic. I only journal 5 minutes, barely a page, right? But doing those small things daily set you up for success. It sounds cheesy. It sounds corny. It sounds like hippie shit. But like I'm legit telling you, like I'm actually a black guy, and I'm actually fucking telling you, like this shit works. And I know it doesn't matter that I'm a black guy, but for you black people listening, they're like, yeah, fuck. It's like when they say go to therapy, like, oh, therapy doesn't work, bro. That shit works. This shit works too. This shit works. And if it didn't work, I would not be wasting my time talking to you about it. Believe that. All right. Does that make sense? All right. So I gave you those actionable tips. Now it's time to take action. If you like this episode, share it out to a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Also, if you want to lose 25 pounds and become a part of the Natural Nomad Academy and join the Meathead locker room community, again, it's private for my clients only. Feel free to DM me and I'll see if you'll be a good fit. P.S. I won't monetize this podcast or put ads on it because I respect your time and actually just want you to get value directly. All right? Let's embrace your inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. Matt Butale signing out. Boom. All right, people. Podcast is recorded. Gonna read some comments real quick over here, and then I'm gonna fly out in about 5 minutes flat because we got work to do. Oh boy, Tyson's in the house. What's up, bruh? I'm gonna read what he said. Tyson, what's good? Captain was like, Captain Flex said facts. He's like, it's all about mindset. Totally, bro. Totally. See y'all there. I appreciate everybody that joined. So Tyson says the military uses that strategy and it works very well every day and he puts it in at military time, 4 sharp a.m. Start your day by making your bed. That's the first easy task, which will completely jumpstart the routine for the day. Absolutely, it's a small win, and if you can continue to like reproduce that effect, that it's like psychologically has an effect on you. If you can reproduce those wins, those small wins, and acknowledge it, like make your bed, stand back, look at your clean bed, look at the time. Fuck, I did that at this time. The day is just starting. Then you realize, okay, well, if I could do that in 2 minutes, this shower should be 5 minutes, and if that shower is 5 minutes, this meal's 10 minutes, and like you're using every fucking minute of your day, and not in a way where it's like pressure, but it's like you know the value of time, and you value yourself so much that you don't want to waste time. So I love that you said that. Fucking yeah, it's definitely a military hacks, bro. So it worked. If the military uses it, then like what the fuck? You know what I mean? What's up, Lisa? I see you. Tyson says, no matter how hard the day is, push through it and make it back to that bed at the end of the day. At least once you're there, you have a nice made bed to get some rest in. Fuck yeah. And that's the thing. Like I thought I was one of those only people that fucking appreciated that feeling. You come back. For me, it's like the whole thing. It's like my whole house is clean, bro. You walk in that jet and it's just fucking they say clean room, clean mind, or whatever it is. But I feel that, man. I get into a clean space and I just fucking feel free. My brain is just if your house is a clusterfuck and you look around, that's all you see, your brain is gonna reflect that, whether you want it to or not. It's a subconscious thing, right? So my bed, when I go there, it's fucking made, everything's made. Go down, everything's cleaned up, sink's empty. Fuck. I don't even let my bowl sit. I'll eat my meal and then wash it and put it away because I know I'm not going to do it later. So I'll just fucking do it immediately. Like that, those types of it brings out the best in you. It makes you do the things that really like to reduce the amount of stress that you could possibly produce for yourself. Like you'll produce the least amount of stress on a daily basis by having that type of mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? I love that you added that, Tyson. That was fucking wicked. So now we're gonna read some on TikTok. What do we got here? Kobe in it says, Happy Valentine's Day, beautiful. You look like Anthony Joshua. Read your chat box. Talk to myself. So we had a weirdo there. But anyway, I appreciate you for joining. Alex says, "Who's watching you, bro? You're just talking by yourself." So clearly, you just joined. I'm talking to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and I guess TikTok now. And I don't know why you're mad. He says, "Okay, bud, get out of here. I just made 600K in 1 month. I'm white." I know people are so bored on TikTok. You're probably like an 11-year-old fucking kid. Go to school, man. The mudding boy says, "I want to hit 90." You want to hit 90 what, bro? You want to hit 90 what? You're talking about weight, talking about money. Don't know what's up. Vikram, what's good? Aline, what's good? I see you, girl. What's happening? Yeah, yo, that's what's up. Podcast is in the air now. If you have any questions, this is your chance. Because I'm gonna fucking dip out in like a minute. 12:30, we're offline. Ah, yeah. All right then. Okay, people. No questions. That's cool. Alicia Ozair, what's good? I see you on Facebook. Um, yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. Actually, fuck, I keep forgetting to introduce this guy at the start of the podcast. I'm gonna introduce him tomorrow because I got a special guest coming Wednesday. You'll find out when you find out. But until then, have yourself a happy Valentine's Day if you give a fuck about that shit. But have yourself the best motherfucking Monday of your goddamn life. All right, we are out. Boom. Peace, yo.